everybody, and welcome to the Gaming PC Builds of the Month for September 2014. Some of you may have noticed this is actually the second take of this video. I just took the original one down because there were some difficulties with either rendering the video or uploading the video, but for some reason there was 30 minutes of blackness after about 3 minutes of actual video, so I was forced to re-record this, so hopefully it turns out good this time. You may have noticed that I do have a kind of a corny little intro this time with a little bit of music and the logo at the beginning. I thought I'd add that in just for a little bit of flair, I suppose. But if you like, I'll probably link to the song in the description to give the guy a little credit. But it is royalty-free music put on by the guy through his channel, of which I will supply in the link in the description. Anyhow, let's get started with the 3 builds this month. With the 1,500, the 1,000, and the $600 build for September 2014. For this month, the $1,500 build is priced out at $1,494. Keep in mind, prices will change, and also keep in mind that I am linking all of the hardware in the description below so that you can access that directly from there. As well, there are links to the blog here directly in the description below as well, and I encourage everyone to visit and comment, and you can learn more about each of the builds there as well. So for the $1,500 build, the processor is the Intel Core i5-4690K for $234.67. Easily overclockable, especially when you pair it with this cooler, the Cooler Master Hyper 212 EVO, $31.87. The motherboard we have is the same as last month. It's this MSI Gaming 5 Z97 motherboard, $146.99. The graphics card this month, we have the Sapphire Radeon R9 290X. This comes out at $519.99. And then for RAM, we have a 16GB kit of Kingston HyperX Blue. That is $149.99. And for the hard drive, we have switched it up this month to the Seagate 1TB hard drive, $53.99. I usually and have always included the Western Digital Blue, not for my love over and above the Seagate brand. Not that they're much different at all. I just included the Seagate one this month due to a price discrepancy. And then the other hard drive we have here is the solid state Samsung 840 Pro series for $104.99. And this month as well, Samsung came out with a different solid state drive, the new line called the 850 Pro line, but you can check those out if you want, but they are quite pricey at the moment. They're a little bit faster, but very pricey. The power supply we have is the EVGA Supernova 750 watt, as seen here, $112.99. Great power supply, especially for the price. Fully modular and gold certified, so quite efficient. The computer case this month is this NZXT Phantom 530 Black, $120.65. I usually include new cases. This month there was no new case releases that I know of that I could include into the build, so I included one of the most popular PC cases around, full tower PC cases around right now, such as this NZXT Phantom 530. And then the optical drive, which I always say is optional, because you do not need it unless you need it to install your OS or any games you have, comes out to $17.99, and for a total of $1,494. For the alternatives this month for the $1,500 build, if you do more than gaming, if you do graphics work, or if you do know that you're going to play games that will optimize, use an i7, utilize it, which there aren't very many. Then by all means, you can upgrade to this Intel Core i7-4790K for $339.99. You want more graphics power, you can either crossfire with another Sapphire Radeon R9 290X, but that'll cost you another $519.99, or you can bump up the card to an EVGA GeForce GTX 780 for $669.99. Likewise, you can also purchase a larger SSD, or maybe even get rid of the 1TB drive and just go with a larger SSD for $344.89. You can get an 840 Pro series 512GB SSD. Now for the $1,000 build, it comes out to a total of $1,010. The processor is the same as the $1,500 build, the Intel Core i5-4690K, $234.67. The cooler is the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo for $31.87. The motherboard, the MSI Gaming 5Z97 for $146.99. And then for the $1,000 build, the graphics card is this MSI R9280X for $294.98. That's kind of nice. They kind of pair nicely together, the motherboard and the graphics card, the gaming series, MSI gear, so they'll look nicely together. Not that I chose them for that reason, but it worked out that way. RAM, we have 8 gigabytes of this Kingston HyperX Blue, $79.99. And then the hard drive, Seagate Barracuda, 1 terabyte, $53.99. No SSD was included, just for cost reasons, but if you like, you could swap this out and pay a little more for 128 gigabyte SSD, and which I do include in the alternatives below. Power supply, EVGA 650 watt, $79.95. This is kind of the same one as in the $1,500 build, except it's 650 watt and quite a bit cheaper. The computer case is this mid-tower Corsair Carbide 300R, $69.99, and then the optional optical drive is this LG Electronics for DVD drive for $17.99. And then some alternatives or additions for the $1,000 build. Like I said, you can get an SSD for only $104.99. You get a 128 gigabyte Samsung 840 Pro, really good one. Or if you do have a ton of media, for example, you could bump up the main storage to 2 terabytes for only a little more. So the Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte drive is $83.50. And if you want to boost your graphics by quite a bit, you can crossfire with another MSI R9280X for $294.98, or just get a better single card, such as this R9 290 for $406.53. Now for the $600 build, which hasn't changed very much in a long time, comes out to $619 right now. I know it's a little more than $600, but I'll show you where to kind of save on that. The processor is the AMD 6300. It's an unlocked, fully overclockable processor, $112.29. It has gone down a little bit in cost. The motherboard, MSI 970A G46, $74.99. And this is where you can save costs. The graphics card included is this Radeon R9 270X for $189.99. This is a bump up from last month's card, but you can save a little bit by going with the R9 270, not the 270X. And if you want to save a bit and get under the $600 mark. But otherwise, just spend the $619 and go with this card. That would be my recommendation anyhow. And then for the RAM, we have this 8 gigabyte kit of Kingston HyperX Blue, $79.99. The 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, $53.99. It's a very basic power supply, which is all you need. The 500 watt Corsair Builder Series, $49.99. Computer case, this NZXT Source 210, $39.99. And then this $17.99 optional LG Electronics optical drive. And this will come out, like I said, to $619.22. If you're looking for some upgrade alternatives to the $600 build and you have a little more to spend, for example, you can go with this AMD FX 8320 for $153. It's a 8-core processor. Or you can get a better, higher quality case, such as this Cooler Master Half 912 for $59.99. Likewise, if you want to boost up the graphics even further, you can go with this EVGA GeForce GTX 760, $239.99. Or if you want to add an SSD or just swap for an SSD, I've included this Crucial 128 gigabyte SSD for $74.99. Not quite as high, not quite as good as the Samsung 840 Pro series, such as the SSDs included in the $1,500 build, which you can get as well. But I included this for budget-conscious purchasers, such as in the $600 build. And that does it for this month. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section, or even better, visit the blog, noobcomputerbuild.com, and I will try to get back as soon as I can. But until next time, have a good one, and thanks for watching. Yeah.